Hello Aries, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your January 2020 reading. So this monthly read will be a little bit shorter than my normal ones. We're going to have some fun with it, but do check out your 2020 yearly read. It goes from 2020 to 2021, and it's got all the astrology that's really important for the year, how it's going to affect specifically Aries, and I pull a card for each month in the year as well as an overall. We go through everything, so it's a really great comprehensive read on the year ahead, and I highly recommend checking it out. It's got really important things in it that you guys definitely need to hear, so definitely check that out, guys. We're going to be using, I can't English, I guess. I'm going to be using the Muka deck here, the Alphonse Muka deck, given to me by my friend Riley for Christmas. I absolutely love it. So this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's talk a little bit about the astrology, and then we're going to get right into your reading. Let me just move some of these oracle decks over here. All right, so the sun is in Capricorn, obviously, and that is your, ninth house? Your ninth house, yes. So, we got that going on. We also have on the 4th Mars moving into Sagittarius. We have the 10th of December, the lunar eclipse in Cancer. Lunar eclipse, full moon in Cancer. I did just do a video on that, so do check that out, Aries. That is up, and you can check it out for your sun, moon, and rising. I pull a card for each sign and go over the astrology. So we got that going on. On the 12th of December, we got something really big happening. We have Saturn-Pluto conjunction. It happens only every 20 or so years, so it hasn't happened since the early 80s. It's extremely powerful. It's when Saturn is conjuncting Pluto and helping you to create really big goals, because again, Saturn is in Capricorn. I don't know if Pluto's in Capricorn yet. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I think it might be. But again, it's creating these really big changes in terms of our goals. What are you willing to put in terms of work, so that you can transform and bring rebirth to some area of your life, or really big areas of your life, honestly. Probably for you, it feels a little bit more career heavy. Saturn on the 12th of December, career and also travel, things like that. On the 12th of December, oh my God, I almost just said the same thing again. But anyways, it's really about taking your power. I'm just reading my notes a little bit backwards there. Sorry about that. Not being a victim, really getting some new perspectives here on what we need to empower ourselves in, where we need to feel more empowered, cutting back on commitments and responsibilities that are no longer appropriate as we move forward here, especially in terms of where our priorities lie. So we're really looking at where our priorities lie here. And that's really big. It's not just going to be like a wham bam done like type of energy. It's going to stick around for like the whole year. Yay. On the 6th, before we get there, on the 12th, 13th, we have Venus moving into Pisces, actually, into your 12th house. So that's really deeply looking at, the more belief system type of energy within relationships, the deeper connections. You want to feel a deeper connection in terms of love, and that's going to be something that comes up as well. And also your beliefs about love and how it should be, etc., might be changing and shifting right now too. On the 16th, 17th, we have Mercury moving into Aquarius, into your 11th house, and we have the Sun moving into the 11th house as well in Aquarius on the 20th, 21st. The 24th, we have a new moon in Aquarius. So again, with that 11th house energy, you're going to be focusing more on groups of people, on social situations, on the communities you want to be a part of there. So, and don't worry, we'll be doing videos for that as well. So that's really just a little rundown of the astrology this month. Let's get into your reading now. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Aries, Venus as well, for those who connect for that reason. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, January 2020. Okay. I'm going to take this. Wow. All right, cool. We are gonna take it. We got a queen and a king in this reading too. Not bad. So your energy for this rest of the month of January 2020 is the Chariot. And the Chariot in this deck is interesting because, as you can see, they're not really moving in any sort of direction here. You're not the only card that has, or the only sign that's gotten this. I believe Aquarius also got this in some context too. But it just feels to me like we're really looking over how to control, or what to really do about the conflict between opposites here within a situation. Different attractions, different ways that we want to move forward. I want this, but I also want to move in this direction, and these things are contradicting. Could also be that we aren't really sure which direction we want to move in at this time, but we are considering where we want to go, how we want to go about it, and how we can really get started. But we have to get things back into alignment and get things on the same track here. So that could be a major focus here, especially in terms of career. And because we have a lot of ninth house type of energy, it just feels like, especially in terms of travel, living, where you really want to see your life going. How are we going to get there? What isn't in alignment right now in terms of moving forward on these goals, moving towards where we want to go, bringing alignment and progression forward. So let's see, that's really where we're going to be at this month, is in this Chariot position, kind of controlling the tension over opposites and kind of choosing a direction here. So the Knight of Pentacles shows up, and this might have a lot to do again with career, work, long-term goals, and sustenance. He's looking quite satisfied. He's holding this pentacle. He's on his really pretty curly horse. He's looking quite, stable and secure and just wealthy himself. He doesn't look like he has to want for money or want for anything. He's kind of more of a plain knight. He's not like the Knight of Cups in this deck who's like adorned with all this jewelry and not wearing a shirt or anything. This is somebody traditional, secure. It's that kind of energy. Maybe we're looking for more long-term stability and long-term seeds to plant that are going to give us a kind of traditional security within our life. Could also be thinking about long-term goals in terms of work and where we want to head with work situations right now, career, money. We're thinking more long-term about that and how we can continue to build this up and move towards these goals. The Queen of Pentacles comes after that, which is awesome. I love that kind of combination of Knight to the Queen. That's getting on to the next step of I'm manifesting in my goals. She's kind of this energy of, I know what I want, and I've been slowly working at it. So maybe, especially in terms of seeing the Knight and the Queen together, if you have been, working towards some long-term goals and figuring some long-term plans out here, or we've been working towards money and building up more sustenance, building up more stable career position. It does feel like our hard work has been paying off here. We're going to start seeing things come to fruition. She's kind of a queen that doesn't have to do a lot of work to get where she wants. She's always sitting with her pentacles, always relaxing, never looking stressed, never looking like she has anything to worry about, especially materially, with money and in the physical. Coming across very physically attractive, very physically abundant. And I'm not saying like you're gaining weight or anything, just physically attractive, feeling physically hearty and healthy, and it's because you guys have been working towards these goals for a long time. I love the Queen of Pentacles. I love to just get her in any reading because I just feel like she's very intelligent. She's inclined to efficiency. She's also very generous here. She also doesn't, again, have to worry about anybody else caring for her materially. She's got it. She's got it down. It's like independence. This is what I want, and I'm getting there, and I don't care what it's going to take to get there. It's happening. Two of Wands reverse is you're no longer sitting. I kind of like the Two of Wands reverse because I've been seeing it upright for quite a few signs here. And when it's upright, it's more of a, all right, we've made it this far. Where do we go from here? But when it's reversed, I feel that we're aware that there's some fears about stepping into the unknown. We're aware that we might have not have been, moving forward into something because we do fear where these steps will take us and where, what will happen. So for some of you, don't let yourself get blocked by that energy, get blocked by that situation. It's almost like if you've been sitting on the fence too long thinking about where to go from here, by the end of the month, you're quite sure you have something or someone coming in with a really big wand here to tell you which way to go. Let's give you a sense of empowerment. Again, it's the King of Wands, and he's got something here. He's always a grand energy of a leader, of somebody that, is very noble, very conscientious, very in control of a situation, commands control, is also very, fiery and passionate. He's got people that care about him, want to listen. It's that Leo energy of being a true leader. And as a fire sign yourself, you're kind of stepping into this really developed place where you've developed yourself to a point where you can now lead in some aspect of your life, really show people what you've got, tell people what's what, step into a brand new position of power in terms of work, in terms of creativity. There's a lot of communication moving forward as well. People are listening to you. You know, as you can see in the background, I don't know if you can kind of see that, but there's like a volcano going off. Whatever you say is transformative. Whatever you do is transformative, and you control it here. You don't have to worry about what other people are saying, doing, thinking, or how things will turn out. They will turn out right. But you have to be willing to, again, for some of you, it's like maybe you've been looking in the wrong direction. Like you're at this point, you've been looking towards the wrong direction. And now something bigger comes in and you take a third separate wand forward. I'm going to pull one clarifier for you here. For Aries. Ooh, okay, interesting. So we'll get two of them, but we're going to take them both. Four of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Rest and think about where you want to put this energy, this goal, this money into here. Page of Pentacles is very, how do I describe him? He's really just trying to figure out, you know, what he's going to do with this new idea. It's kind of the essence of something to build upon. So maybe some of you have this new career, new path, new something you want to move towards, something new you want to learn, put effort into, a seed you want to plant, but you kind of need to rest and think about it a little bit. It's not something that you need to rush into. With all this pentacle energy this month, you might really want to rush into something, but you need to take a step back and have a little patience with it. Make sure all your ducks are in a row before you start putting in the effort and energy, and make sure you get the rest that you need at this time, because if you're running yourself ragged, you're not going to be able to see the openings, the opportunities, and seize them as well as if you took the rest, took your time with things, and didn't rush into it this month. So yeah, we're trying to figure out how we can start moving forward, but there is patience that needs to be involved in this, and just knowing that, you know, the efforts will pay off. They will. Don't you worry. Let's pull a Journey to the Goddess Realm Oracle deck message by Lisa Porter. I love this deck. And again, that was my Alphonse Mucha deck that we just used. Ooh, guys. Aries. Yeah, we're going to take that one. Okay. Ooh, this is a fun one. Venus. Romance. 33. So also, if you've been seeing 33 or the number 333, 133, I don't know. I've been seeing 333 almost every single day. So we'll see what that means for me with all my Aries energy. Some people consider me an Aries. Some people consider me a Taurus because I'm right on that. So I'm kind of hoping that I get your reading. It seems nice. I have to say. I always kind of base, you know, sometimes I don't, you know, resonate with either of yours, and I'll resonate more with Cancer or Virgo or something random, or even Pisces, but sometimes I resonate most with you guys. So Venus, romance. Beautiful Roman goddess of love, Venus possesses alluring magic that brings forth passion and romance. Venus is often depicted on a shell rising up from the sea foam. Her son Cupid frequently accompanies her. Rose petals and and the dove represent her intoxicating presence between lovers. She has sprinkled her magic your way and sings to you. Love is in the air. Embrace the magic of Venus. Okay, so let's see what else comes up here. I'm going to look also with the Power deck now. And then we'll be all set, okay, for this month. And again, definitely check out your 2020 readings, guys. Those have really important messages, and I really do think that the astrology especially is something that you really should check out for this year ahead. And I think that I did a pretty good, decent job hitting all the major plot points of the astrology year ahead here. So let's see, the Power deck by Lynn V. Andrews. What is the message for Aries? Did I just say Pisces? I'm sorry if I said that a second ago. I've been trying to get through all of the daily, not all the days, all the January reads today, because I know I'm behind. Ooh, wow, okay, we'll take it. I also did a pick a card reading for 2020, I think, over my Instagram with this deck, and I really liked it, so go check that out as well if you haven't followed me on Instagram. Time. What is time that it has such power to change all that exists back into dust? What is the unseen force like the wind that can shape the land in our lives? Learn to play with time. Time is surreal, like fish swimming in treetops. A person of power knows how to arrange time. Put on your watch and be aware of the time at which you do everything. Watch the sun, the moon, the transit of the stars. Find out the time that Venus is lowest in the sky before dawn. Be aware of your cycles, when you get hungry, when you sleep. Our society is obsessed with time, so now become time. If you're obsessed with something, it is better to explore it than to deny it. Then it is possible to give up your obsession and let a concept like time take its proper place in your life. Your power depends on your use of time. Woo! Fish and treetops. Interesting, right? All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed your messages for the month ahead. I hope you have a wonderful January 2020. If you want to book a reading, all that information is always right below this video in the description box. Go check me out over on Instagram for more readings and fun content. And if you haven't, definitely check out the yearly read guides. Definitely check it out. Make sure to subscribe. And also make sure to hit me up in the dailies. I always like seeing you guys in the dailies too. Have a wonderful and blessed rest of January. Namaste, Aries.